they're going to be losing customers because the price is going up. So the demand is going to go down. So that means you're probably going to have to hack the price even more in order to offset these labor costs even more. I hope you're ready to pay $20 for a Happy Meal here, because McDonald's and Chipotle are both raising prices after California Governor Newsom approves a $20 minimum fast food wage. Now listen, I can definitely say that there should be a much better living wage than the $6.25 or whatever it is for minimum wage. That's really bad. Honestly, that's really bad. $20? Maybe in California, because the cost of living in California is out of control. We all know that. But listen, I don't want that to trickle down into everybody else's household. Because think of it this way. The only way that McDonald's and Chipotle and these other companies are going to sustain higher labor costs, I'm looking at you, UAW members, the only way they're going to sustain these higher labor costs is if they increase the price of the goods that they sell. What do you expect? They're going from paying $6 an hour, maybe $7 an hour, maybe even $10 an hour. And now they got to pay at least $20 an hour? Do you know how many more Happy Meals they have to move during that time? Well, they can offset that increase in labor and labor costs by just increasing the price. So if you are content with feeding your family McDonald's, I haven't eaten McDonald's in years, but if you're content with feeding your family from McDonald's, your $5 for the Happy Meal, which probably was $3 not that long ago, is going to be looking a lot more expensive. And then consider this. They're going to be losing customers because the price is going up. So the demand is going to go down. So that means you're probably going to have to hack the price even more in order to offset these labor costs even more. McDonald's is in a vicious cycle. A lot of companies out there are also in a vicious cycle because they have to pay their employees more because of mandates like this. But they're going to be losing customers because they have to charge more for the things that they sell. McDonald's, Big Macs, and Chipotle's burritos are about to get more expensive as they're going to have to raise menu prices in California to pay for Governor Newsom's recently signed law. The CEO of McDonald's says the law is going to have a wage impact for California franchisees, and he hinted at menu price hikes are certain to come. Certainly, this is going to be some of the element that does need to be worked on, and it's definitely going to contribute to higher pricing. There's also going to be good things coming out of this, is what he's trying to say. But we definitely know that this is going to hurt the business overall. Let's see here. The surging prices come as he signed into law a minimum wage hike with at least 60 locations nationwide. The law increases minimum wage to $20 an hour, and it's effective on April 1st of 2024. So hey, if you're just tuning in, my name is Christopher Yule, and we cover the biggest headlines of the day and what the AI trading data says about them. And if you're interested in that too, be sure to definitely hit the subscribe button down below. And start trading with AI today. Go to ovtlyr.com to see why outliers win. So let's see, what else does the article say here? Inflation has grown to 3.7%. The general food index is 2.4% higher. Nobody's responding for comment. Basically, what they're saying here is that, yeah, we are trying to virtue signal. We are trying to make sure that these fast food workers are appropriately paid. And I get that. I appreciate that. But we're all having to fight through this inflation. And things like this, raising the price of your labor, raising the price of your goods, is the opposite of what we need right now. We just covered a story a couple weeks ago where we talked about the money supply and how we're actually seeing a stat that has never been seen before. The money supply is what is actually in your accounts. And as the money supply is dwindling because inflation's rising, listen, inflation is still rising. Even though the government wants to tell you that inflation's under control, it's not. It's not, right? When it was 10% a year ago, and now it's 3% or 5% today, that doesn't mean inflation's coming down. You are now compounding. You had 10% a year ago, and now you're adding in another 3 to 5% on top of that. Inflation is not coming down. But you know what is coming down are the balances in everybody's account. Everybody's feeling this. And now you're going to have to pay more for even Happy Meals, right? But the stat that I'm talking about here is that the money supply, everything in your accounts is going down. This is proven fact. We can see it out there in the stats. But what's not coming down is the price of the goods. And that's why I've been saying for a long time, I think we're going to see a rubber band effect, right? People are getting stretched and stretched and stretched. And at some point, they're going to cut the cord. They're going to pull back. They're going to say, I can't afford this anymore. We're never going to McDonald's again. I'm not going to be able to afford $60 worth of McDonald's for 3 Happy Meals, little Timmy. I'm sorry. We just can't do it. I'm gonna be making food at home. It's still going to cost me $47 to make the food at home tonight. But in this economy, every bit is going to help. So, yeah, the consumer right now is hurting. And raising prices like this at McDonald's, it's hurting the poorest of the people out there. And it really is a sad, sad story. Let's take a look at what the AI trading data says about McDonald's. It actually got a sell signal back on October 24th. And it makes total sense as to why it'd have a sell signal. Because when you're raising prices, you're going to have less customers. It's just a fact. And McDonald's is about to be in a world of hurt. Because Gavin Newsom is making sure that they have to raise prices, which essentially means he's making sure that the company is going to have to start losing money because they're not going to be able to make up for the number of customers that are leaving with the prices that they're going to be raising. So if you are interested in getting these signals, and in fact, this signal has generated a 76% return. It's pretty outstanding. If you want to get these signals and be one of the first people to get this AI trading data, go to ovtlyr.com to see why outliers win. Now let's go see what the internet's saying about this, right? They will be losing more customers and nobody is going to pay $20 for a Happy Meal. Wait, raising wages? Raise prices of goods and services? No way. Yeah, dude, everybody is saying that, right? Bidenomics right there. Exactly. Inflation ain't it fun. Bidenomics keeps printing more money. Get ready for $20 burritos. It wasn't worth the cost of it before, and now even more so. It's not worth it. So I have no idea how the YouTube algorithm works, but it tells me that you're going to love one of these 2 videos. So click here to watch more. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Outlier Live. We'll see you on the next episode.